To all my friends present, past and beyond, especially those who weren't with us too long. Life is the most precious thing you can lose. While you were here, the fun was never ending. Life a minute was only beginning. Captain Colvin Nichols, this one's for you! Never get that feeling you can go on. Just remember the side it is that you're on. You've got friends with you till the end. If you're ever in a tough situation, we'll be there, no hesitation. Brother Hood's our rule, we cannot bend.
Fans, here are the first 11 to begin with the away side. Geo's Lions, SC Chicago. Their captain, number 29, Leonardo Velasquez. In goal, number 0, Kai Odagiri. Number 3, Fabricio Reese. Number 9, Joffrey Agboku. Number 10, Keito Nakayama. Number 11, Ryosuke Tanaka. Number 13, Diego Pacheco. Number 16, Kasai Sasaki. Number 17, Angel Martinez. Number 23, Leonardo Dutra. And number 25, Vinicius Novo. The Lions are coached by Carlos Reyes. And now the first 11 for your FC Milwaukee Torrent. Captain number 4, Taylor Pill. In goal, number 98, Jacob Eifert. Number 3, Dylan Vaughn. Number 9, Gabe Vong. Number 10, Ronaldo Lopez. Number 12, Jamie Lecomte. Number 15, Lorenz Stickle. Number 20, Brandon Kaup. Number 23, Max Ludwig. Number 44, Alex Steinwasser. And number 97, Javier Steinwasser. The Torrent are coached by Jeff Pill and James Weber.
Please rise. And now, to honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and those who serve to protect it, the playing of our national anthem.
Flashback, Wednesday, May 21st. FC Milwaukee Torrent makes the trip down I-94 to Perspectives High School on the south side of Chicago to take on Geo's Lions SC. The Torrent get off the bus psyched and score goals in the 15th, 22nd, and 34th minute to take a 3-0 lead on the Lions into halftime. But the Lions answer back quickly. A goal less than a minute into the second half, another in the 56th, and a third just a couple minutes later in the 58th to level the match at 3-all. It stayed 3-3 into stoppage time when the Torrent won a penalty kick and Nathaniel Isom slotted it home. The Torrent escaped with a 4-3 victory that established them as a resilient group that might bend but won't give up. Fast forward to Michigan in May 31st. The Torrent spent 54 minutes down 1-0, but score goals in the 76th and 85th minutes to capture a 2-1 win against Michigan Rangers. Move ahead to this past Saturday. The Torrent go down 2-0 in the 32nd minute, but score in the 36th, 54th, and 88th minutes to capture another gritty 3-2 win over FC Pride. That brings us to the present moment. The Torrent stand a perfect 6-0 on the season, and Geo's Lions are the ones on the road. The Lions need a win. They've played 9 games and have 4 victories, but also 4 losses and a draw. Even with the Torrent's record, there's not much room for error as Rangers also has 6 wins, albeit with 2 losses. A key game in the Central States Conference of the National Premier Soccer League, and we've got it here for you tonight. It's the Torrent. It's the Lions. Let's kick it off from Wauwatosa in the NPSL. From Charles Hart Park in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, it's Torrent time. Good evening, everyone. Dan Pfeiffer with you from the west side of Hart Park, joined by my producer, announcer, music man, hype man, man's man, and big man, Kevin O'Connor. As tonight, it's FC Milwaukee Torrent, who have 6 wins on this 2025 NPSL season with no losses or draws to their name, taking on Geo's Lions SC, who do enter with a record of 4-4-1 in NPSL play. They'd like to finish their NPSL regular season above 500 and avenge that tough loss in Chicago. They started the season like a house on fire, a description that encompasses a lot of Chicago soccer when you think about it. They began NPSL play with 3 straight victories, but dropped 4 of 5 after that before bouncing back with a win against Wisconsin Conquerors this past Saturday. Meanwhile, the Torrent are in the enviable position of having won every time they've played an NPSL match thus far, but that also means they have a target on their back. Goodness knows the Lions and the Torrent have had some good battles in recent times, including the match earlier this year. Expect tonight to be no different. But one thing we do have to talk about tonight is the weather. Rain has fallen in the Milwaukee area throughout the day today. It will get cooler as the night goes along, and we expect this to be a slick surface here at Hart Park this evening on the artificial turf. Torrent in blue, Geo's Lions in black. And here is the kickoff as we get things underway. You heard the starting lineup as given to you earlier by Kevin O'Connor. We'll run through it one more time for the Torrent. Vaughn wearing number 3, Pill the captain wearing number 4, Vong in 9. 10 is Ronaldo Lopez. 12 is Jamie Lecomte. 15 is Loren Stickle. Brandon Kopp is wearing number 20. Max Ludwig, 23. Alejandro Steinwasser, 44. And Javier Steinwasser, 97. All in front of Jacob Eifert. As we do have a change, actually, in the starting lineup, as it is Nico Steinweg that is in the starting lineup in place of Max Ludwig for the Torrent, the German national, in a quick swap for the Torrent before the start of this match. Shot on for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Actually, just a bit high for the Torrent as that was taken by 44. Alejandro Steinwasser, who did score in the first matchup between these two teams. He scored the second Torrent goal in the 22nd minute to put the Torrent up 2-0 in that contest. This shot comes before we're even a minute into the match while we're still talking about the first 11s for both sides. Over on the other side for Geo's Lions SC, Fabricio Dice will wear number 3. Jeffrey Agbuku will wear number 9. Kaito Nakayama will join Ryosuke Tanaka as Japanese nationals on the Lions' first 11 tonight. Diego Pacheco comes from Brazil for the Lions. Very international flavor to this Geo's Lions team. Also a Japan national. Kosei Sasaki for the Lions. He wears number 16. Angel Mendez, number 17 for the Lions. Leonardo Dutra scored a goal in the first matchup between these two teams, wearing number 23. Vinicius Novo is out of Brazil. He wears 25. Leonardo Velasquez, he is from South Suburban College on the south side of Chicago, wears number 29. They will all be in front of the keeper for the Lions, Kai Odagiri, who is also from Japan and spent some time at Phoenix College here in America. About 2 minutes into the contest, our referee tonight is Corey Beecher. See if we can get a drop down here momentarily for this weather, as it's been warm the last couple days in Milwaukee. but has cooled off with the rain that has fallen over the last 24 hours. Storms coming through the Milwaukee area last night. Right now it is just a steady rain. We are hoping that it will remain nothing more than this, as if thunder does come through, we will, of course, have to have a stoppage. We are a little concerned about the conditions tonight. Bit of a sparse crowd here if you're driving by Hart Park in Wauwatosa, or if you're in the area. Don't be afraid to grab an umbrella or a poncho and come on out and witness this one in person, because this is going to be a good match, folks. As you can see, Geo's Lions has always played the Torrent tough. A club that has a heartwarming story, not necessarily one that's we wish we had to tell, but with Geo's Lions, the club is named for the late son of the club's founder. Geo, unfortunately, was killed in a car accident chasing after a loose soccer ball, so they renamed the club after Geo. But the team does play in Geo's spirit and honor, as they have since Geo's passing about 4 years ago. And if anything, it has made this club, which it has emphasized giving opportunities to a number of players from around the world, not just the Chicago area, one that has been very cohesive, a club that's pesky. They come out and they play hard. They play for Geo, as it says on their website, the spirit of Geo, and you can see it in this club each time they come out. Carlos Reyes, the head coach of Geo's Lions, great guy. I've had a chance to interface with him a couple times now as the play-by-play voice of the Torrent through the years, in addition to doing some PA work with the Torrent as well, and it's a good group. It's a group that they come out and they make the most of what they have. And it's, again, a very diverse group, a group of players that comes together from a number of different cultures, different academic levels. You'll see some players who are playing at the D1 level. You'll see some players that are coming from the junior college level that have graduated from college. But whatever their background is, they come together and they play hard with that spirit of Geo, as we're going to get a whistle and a foul against the Torrent, giving the Lions a set-piece opportunity here, as the one who goes down drawing the foul is Dutra. Dutra scored the first goal for the Lions in the second half of that contest between FC Milwaukee Torrent and Geo's Lions down in Chicago. Again, everyone would give anything they have to have Geo here, but to play in the spirit of Geo and to recognize him with the club name and the way that the squad plays, as this is ball over the top, that'll be just a bit beyond with some spin. Dutra, as Geo's Lions establishes some possession here in the first 5 minutes of this match, but can't get a good opportunity on frame. Jacob Eifert will send it away with a goal kick. It's a club with heart, and it's a club that comes together and recognizes things bigger than the sport. And you have to have an appreciation for that whenever you see a club come through like that. And Geo's Lions, a club that we enjoy seeing when they have the opportunity to come up to Milwaukee, a club that plays hard and does a lot of things right. A lot of time they play at or past their potential, and that's what you want to see out of any good club. Angel Mendez on the far side, a little bit too heavy of a touch. Jacob Eifert comes off his line towards the edge of the 18, is able to get it out. Torrent looking to counter, but well defended off of the counter, looking for Ronaldo Lopez. But Lopez unable to maintain possession. Geos takes it back for the moment and then does get it back one more time. That's Tanaka on the far side. Looks to the edge of the 18. Agbuku taken down in the box, looking for a call. Not going to get it. Goal kick, FC Milwaukee Torrent. A little bit of contact there, but our official tonight, Corey Beecher, who's got a busy weekend in front of him. He will also be working the WIAA State Girls Soccer Tournament that's going to be going on the north side of Milwaukee this week. He rules that there was not enough contact made there to warrant sending Agbuku and the Lions to the spot. Goal kick for the Torrent. Lions, as we expected, have come out feisty early on in this contest. Again, wanting to get revenge for that tough loss that they took in Chicago, 4-3. As mentioned by my producer, Kevin O'Connor, this is also the last game of their regular season. There are 6 teams in the NPSL Central States Conference, so with the Lions having 9 games, you play each team twice. Opportunity here for the Lions to finish above 500 on the year. As Dan Fouts would say in The Waterboy, they're not holding anything back. Lions will take possession along the back line. We'll play it all the way back to Odagiri in goal. Looking to attack the left wing. Sliding tackle for Ronaldo Lopez. Torrent take possession back. Good ball in space to the near side. Nico Steinweg plays it back towards the middle. 1-2 ball looking for Javier Steinwasser. Bouncing about. One touch. Down in the box goes Gabe Vong. But Corey Beecher signals no call. Vong at his feet, but he's offside. Vong in the right place at the right time. Touch might have been a little bit heavy, but he certainly had a good look at the goal in front of him had he been on. But he was just a little bit ahead of the last defender. Flag goes up. Lions will send it away. Everything we could ask for thus far in the first 9 minutes of this match. Both sides have had some opportunities. Chances to be creative inside the 18 and some contact inside the 18. Corey Beecher deciding to let these teams play. He doesn't want to decide this match in the first 10 minutes of the contest. Not that a single goal would decide this match the way these two teams scored down in Chicago. Throw in for the Torrent, and you can see this rainy night does leave a bit of a glisten on the track, which is being reconstructed here at Hart Park. Part of the reason why the Torrent had to enter at the start of the evening on the near side here on this west side, close to where our broadcast position is. Ball over the top from Alejandro Steinwasser. Touch from Javier, his brother. Javier pushes the defender off the ball. That'll come to the Torrent. Torrent still looking for their first shot of the game. Again, contact made at the edge of the 18. We'll get a whistle, and the foul will get called against the Torrent. Ronaldo Lopez got tripped up and into Diego Pacheco, but the ruling is that it was Ronaldo Lopez going into Pacheco that is worthy of the foul. Have to wonder if Jeff Pill over on the Torrent touchline has something to say about that. Looked like the contact with Ronaldo Lopez came right at the edge of the 18. Unlikely, had you made the decision to call that contact, that would have been a PK. But it would have been a set piece for the Torrent in a very dangerous spot. Instead, the foul goes against Ronaldo Lopez. And as you see now, the ball is in the attacking half for Gio's Lions, but Torrent get possession momentarily for a throw-in, but can't keep that possession. It'll be a throw-in for the Lions now in that attacking half. Leonardo Velasquez, captain for Gio's Lions. They reverse the pitch, bring it over to the near side. Novo. Nakayama, he scored in the first meeting. Good defense for Alejandro Steinwasser, and we will get a foul call against the Lions and Pacheco as he reached around and grabbed Alejandro Steinwasser. Ruled to be enough of an obstruction on the part of Corey Beecher, our referee, such that the Torrent gained possession. Torrent will try and work out of the back. It is Steinwasser again, plays the ball towards the middle. Little dummy for Lecomte as the Torrent continued to work the ball through the back, trying to extend the Lions and look for an opportunity to find a hole and go on the attack here. Instead, the Lions will take the ball. Akbuku. Could he keep it on? No. The near side linesman says Akbuku, in trying to maintain possession, let the ball go over the end line. Akbuku going to be kicking himself a little bit as he heads back down the pitch. Goal kick for the Torrent. 68 degrees and expected to rain for the next hour at least here in Wauwatosa. Supposed to get warmer tomorrow here in Milwaukee, but that doesn't matter if you're Gio's Lions. Wind right now out of the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour, but gusting up to 16 miles per hour. It is the precipitation, though, that is going to play into this one. We have, at times on warmer days here at Hart Park, particularly for the women's matches that we've seen this surface get a little bit slick. Add a little bit of moisture in there, and do not be surprised if we see players go down easily if they don't have good footing. Turning around to make a play on the ball is Vong, But in a better position is Fabricio Dice. Torrent get it back, though. Outside the box, Ronaldo Lopez. Javier Steinwasser. Javi to the edge of the 18. Good sliding tackle for Dice. Off the Torrent, beyond the touchline. That works for Geo's Lions SC. They'll get a throw in. You can see the pools of water forming at the edge of the track here. And you can also see the rain continuing to fall from the sky into those small puddles of water, exemplifying the damp conditions. And you'll see this on a lot of throw-ins. You'll see these guys pick the ball up and do what they can to try and dry that ball off. We apparently have a blood situation here, so it is Gabe Vaughn who is being brought off for the Torrent as he has a little bit of blood on his uniform. You can see it on the white trim on that blue FC Milwaukee Torrent kit. He will step off for the moment, head over to the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital tent, and we thank Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital for their support of FC Milwaukee Torrent. Should see him back out there in no time as soon as they are able to get the blood off of that kit. Torrent do get possession as the Lions tried to play direct, but instead just sent the ball all the way down the pitch into Jacob Eifert's hands. Good ball forward from Alejandro Steinwasser, trying to cross it back over, looking for Steinweg coming over to this side. That'll be sent over the end line, and we'll have a corner kick for the first time tonight for FC Milwaukee Torrent. As the Lions just try and disrupt the attack, but can't get the ball over the touchline, putting the Torrent in a position where they will try and take a set piece. Steinweg has to head over near the storage shed on the northwest side of Hart Park to get the soccer ball. Does exactly that. Puts it down on the ground. Looks like it's going to be Taylor Pill, the captain, to take this corner for FC Milwaukee Torrent, also the son of head coach Jeff Pill. Taylor out of Watertown, Wisconsin. Maranatha Baptist. Very small Bible college here in Wisconsin, but one that has produced a number of good athletes. A little shuffle of the Pete for Pill. Send it towards the box over the top of his intended target of Stickle. And that'll go out over the end line. Throw in for Geo's Lions SC. Stickle got up into the air. Couldn't get the Ronaldo-like height on his leap, though. Header not there for him. That one will go out off the Torrent as well. Another throw in from near the corner for the Lions. 16th minute. FC Milwaukee Torrent and Geo's Lions still 0-0. It was in the 15th minute that the Torrent scored their first goal in Chicago. So with these damp conditions, team still feeling things out. Over the top, looking for Alejandro Steinwasser. He gets a touch on it. Contact with the keeper. Keeper goes down. Steinwasser takes the shot. And they'll say that there was no contact from the Lions defender as the ball goes out over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Lions. But the Lions are fortunate with Kai Odagiri going down. No call from the official. Shot for the Torrent. But the Torrent can't capitalize. Best opportunity of the night for either side, and it comes in the 16th minute. We make our way into the 17th minute. This one still scoreless. Far side, Leonardo Duchla. Looked like he couldn't keep it on the pitch. Struggle for Duchla, too, with, again, that construction going on the south side of Hart Park over by the long jump pits. That area is fenced off right now, so anyone who makes their way over the touchline only has a couple yards of give on that side of the pitch. Might be more than a few players who encounter that fence tonight. And speaking of the fence, that is an optimistic shot for Geo's Lions that rattles off of that fence well wide of frame. And it'll be a goal kick for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Both sides just kind of trying to show each other some different looks here to start off this contest. And again, even though Geo's Lions, with 4 losses, certainly not going to come all the way back in this Central States Conference with this being their last match of the season. They want to get this victory tonight. They want to finish above 500. They want to take that step as an organization. And not only that, but to do it against this unbeaten, undrawn FC Milwaukee Torrent side would be a major feather in their cap to end the 2025 NPSL campaign for them. Looking to win the second ball. Lions get it. Tanaka forward. However, that's not a useful ball. Angel Mendez unable to run it down. Controlled by Eifert. Possession pretty even through this match thus far. Deflected on the attempt to clear the ball down the pitch, and FC Milwaukee Torrent will get a throw in. That's some of the feistiness that you expect out of Geo's Lions. They will challenge every ball. Corey Beecher says the throw in should not come from any further forward than it already was. Ball bantied about. Ooh, off the face of Javier Steinwasser. Steinwasser takes possession back. Might not be as good looking after that one, but so be it. Out beyond the touchline, throw in for FC Milwaukee Torrent. They'll play it back into the defensive half. Defensive midfielder, Lecomte. To the near side and Kopp. Nice little side foot pass that goes over the touchline. Looked good when it came off his foot, however, Steinweg not close enough to get a foot on it, keep it from going out beyond the touchline. However, there's Steinweg again. 1v1, ball is won by Gabe Vaughan. Wearing the number 9, playing in number 9 position, Vaughan. Up front for the Torrent. Making a move to the far side, Ronaldo Lopez. Unable to get over the pass. Mentioned the slick conditions tonight. That also means some slick passing, too. A lot of the time, footballers like these slick conditions where that ball has that little bit of skid on the ground, and you see that before matches in high-level stadia around the world where they will run the sprinklers before the match so that there's just that little bit of dew. Allows that ball to skid on passes, and you'll get some of that tonight, certainly. You can see some of it right there on that cross-pitch pass. Over to the far side, and Stickle. Sent out over the touchline, throw in for the Torrent. For attacking players as well, it also means that they're able to make moves. Lions wanted an illegal throw-in call. Did not get it from Corey Beecher. Javier Steinwasser turns on the ball, but it's taken away from him. Opportunity to counter for Geo's Lions. Nakayama. Tried to send the ball forward. Great sliding tackle out of the back for the Torrent. Now they look to counter. Javier Steinwasser. Nice move to get past one defender. Gives it up to Lecomte. Contact made. No call. Torrent will work out of the back and calm things down. They talk about it in American football where when you have conditions like this, the player with the ball knows where they're going. The defensive player is the one who has to react. And when you have to react and you are going in a direction you were not expecting to go, you have to plant and make that move quickly. It's your instinct to do that. And then in these conditions, you try to plant, your foot gives out from underneath you. You're better prepared for it when you know where you're going. Advantage usually to the offensive player in American football and the attacking player in soccer. Such are the conditions tonight as the rain continues to fall. You see almost every Torrent supporter in front of us has an umbrella that they are either hoarding or sharing. A lot of sharing of umbrellas tonight, too. We see a lot of two people sitting under one large golf umbrella. And speaks a lot to the nature of our Torrent supporters that they're willing to share their umbrella, Ella, Ella, A, as Rihanna would say. The huddled masses here at Hart Park as conditions cool down a little bit with the rain. 23rd minute of this match. Torrent have had a couple opportunities. Torrent have also had quite a bit of possession in the last few minutes as well. That is sent out over the touchline. Throw-in coming for the Torrent. Most of it's been through the midfield. Torrent looking to get back inside the 18. Challenge Kai Odagiri. Kamakura, Japan. Keeper for Geo's Lions. Torrent again working out of the back, trying to create quality opportunities. That's a ball that is played without much pace, and that does cause trouble for the Torrent. Now looking to counter are the Lions. Tanaka over the ball. Tries to play a ball forward again. FC Milwaukee Torrent has done a good job of getting back on these counters. Ball skipped up over the top. Agbuku, near side, takes one too many touches. Torrent are able to recover, play the ball to the near side. Now they're over the top of the ball. Steinweg on the near side. Can't keep possession as he looks for Javier Steinwasser. Sent over to the far side by Nakayama. Nakayama again. We have a Torrent player down. Nakayama tries from distance. That goes wide of the mark. And Alejandro Steinwasser is holding his right leg gingerly. Reaching for the area along his right calf, and you worry about a number of things in that situation. Hopefully that's just a cramp. He gets up, moving around, indicates he's okay. He'll keep going. We make our way into the 25th minute. Lions have taken a few shots from distance in this one thus far. Haven't really had a chance to play a quality ball on Eifert. Case in point right there. Had it at the edge of the 18, lost possession. Torrent, again, doing a good job of recovering. And we talked about how pesky this Torrent side is. That ball is headed on and in! Well, that goes against the script. Leonardo Dutra. He scored the first goal in the first meeting between these two teams for Geo's Lions to make it 3-1. This time, he makes it 1-0. The goal comes in the 25th. Dutra on the header on the cross from the far side. Not an unfamiliar position for FC Milwaukee Torrent, finding themselves down. They have fought back from down a number of times already this season. But they will once again be down in this one, as the goal gets scored by 23 Leonardo Dutra.
First Geo's Lions SC Chicago goal by number 23 Leonardo Dutra.
An outstanding cross. Played from the far side by Angel Mendez. He will get credit for the assist on that goal in the 25th minute. Mendez just a step ahead of the defender. Dutra, right place, right time for the header and the goal. Torrent come back quickly, though. Edge of the 18. Shoulder challenge. Steinweg able to play it back into the middle before it goes over the end line. Shot blocked off the foot of Alejandro Steinwasser. Cleared away. Torrent recover, and they'll play it all the way back to the keeper, Eifert, to prevent Lions from getting another counter opportunity. Ball played forward. Torrent playing direct right now. Gabe Vaughn can't chase it down. Fabricio Rice does get to it. Rice out of Brazil. One of a number of players for Geo's Lions, a connection between the Lions and Xavier, Louisiana. Not a school that we end up talking about a lot. The Gold, they are an NAIA school. But Rice previously went to Eastern Oklahoma State, but a number of these Lions players, for whatever reason, have that connection. That foul will go against Geo's Lions. Correction, against Torrent. Perhaps another opportunity here for the Lions, who already do have the 1-0 advantage. Nakayama will be the one over the ball. 28th minute. Dutra. Mentioned he is from Brazil, as is Rice. Both of them, Xavier, Louisiana products. Left foot, Nakayama. Header off the far side of the goal. Torrent play quickly. Flying header. That will be controlled by Geo's Lions. Lions content to play it through the back. Coming all the way up for that header on the far side. Kosei Sasaki. Went off the outside of the goal. The Lions threatened to double their advantage a minute ago. Yeah, this was a close match the first time these two teams played, and we've seen through the years with Geo's Lions when they've come up here to Milwaukee. They have always played the Torrent tough. Sliding tackle. Play on, says Corey Beecher. Ball first. Ball played forward. Alejandro Steinwasser looking to the middle. Headed away by Vinicius Novo. Lions perhaps keeping bodies a little bit further back with this 1-0 advantage. Looking for a cross. That is deflected, but it will come to Lecomte. Contact with Lecomte. Can't keep possession. Active move, and they're going to get a call here, as we do have a Lions player who is still at the other end. That is Jeffrey Agbuku out of Togo. Attends William Carey University. Agbuku is down on the far side. He had a goal in the first matchup between these two teams in the 56th minute. The call for the trainer is made, and action will come to a pause here in the 30th minute. Jeffrey Agbuku. William Carey University. 2023 first team all-region, first team all-conference. 2022, William Carey, a national champ. Or we should say that was when he was with Prairie State College. Transferred now to William Carey. But with Prairie State, where there also seems to be a connection between Geo's Lions and Prairie State, he was a national champion with Prairie State, was Agbuku. Agbuku still down on the far side, though. Didn't see exactly what happened that caused him to go down. Gets back up. Looks like he's walking okay, but we'll see if there's anything more significant. Gives the thumbs up. Looks like he wants to continue. With the trainer coming on, he may have to step off, but then can step back on. Looks like that's going to be the case. Meanwhile, looks like the Torrent may be bringing their first substitute on. Agbuku takes his place alongside Max Ludwig, German national, UW Parkside product. Ludwig, 5 appearances, 3 goals, and 2 assists on the season already for Max. We'll have a drop ball situation for Geo's Lions. Torrent will not challenge. Novo. Lions a bit too heavy with the touch. Torrent take possession back for the moment, but then give it right back to the Lions. Kaito Nakayama navigating his way through Torrent defenders. Pauses. Looks for a teammate. Can't find one. Now sends it back. Lions will reset the attack. Agbuku back out on the pitch for Geo's Lions at this moment. Ludwig still waiting to come on for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Looked like they were trying to find a streaking Novo. Brought to a halt by Angel Mendez, who had the assist on the first goal. He plays it back over to the far side. Good challenge by the Torrent and Ronaldo Lopez. That will go over the touchline, and that should bring the Torrent substitute on. We will see Max Ludwig. He can be an important part of the Torrent attack. Undersized, but good speed. Ludwig will come on. He will replace Nico Steinweg. One German comes in for another. Torrent find themselves down right now 1-0 on the strength of a 25th minute goal by Leonardo Dutra. Geo's Lions inside the 18. Ball played away by FC Milwaukee Torrent. Looking for a second ball. They won't have to bother, as that one will take a couple bounces on this turf and go into the fence near the construction, near the long jump pit. 34th minute now in this match. FC Milwaukee Torrent find themselves down 1-0. Torrent are 6 of 6 on the year thus far when it comes to getting 3 points. But they have spent some time down in matches. We mentioned they spent 54 minutes of that match against Michigan Rangers down. Came all the way back to get the victory in that contest. Find themselves down again tonight. Just trying to figure out the best way to break down this Lions side. Contact made, but the touch is there. Near side. Found. Plays it towards the middle, looking for Ronaldo Lopez. Couldn't get the foot timing correct. Lopez was there. One touch, and he had a lot of goal in front of him. Odagili was off his line. Torrent have had some chances thus far. Arguably, other than the one goal for the Lions, the Torrent have had the better chances in this match. However, it's the Lions with the 1-0 advantage. Agbuku. Good effort to find open space. Plays the ball over to the far side. Nobody there. Gabe Vong. He'll be the one to run it down. Torrent will keep it on the near side of the pitch. Now we'll change directions and head over to the far side. Stickle. He'll take it back. Forward, Ronaldo Lopez, contact made. Couldn't get possession, was knocked away by the Lions. Sent forward by the Torrent. Played high into the air. One touch for Tanaka. Looking for Agbuku again. Nakayama. One touch for the Torrent, but it goes right back to the Lions. Lions coming through the middle. Duchla. Ball played too far forward for him. Eifert will lead the counter for the Torrent. Ball played to the near side. Gabe Vaughan. Lions a little out of sorts defensively. Vaughan gets a touch as they recover. Lions able to get over the ball again. Javier Steinwasser trying to disrupt. Does get a foot on that one. Can the Torrent get possession back? Off the shoulder of Lecomte. Ball played to the back. Torrent have some numbers here. To the near side, Ludwig. Looking for space, finds it. Great ball. Cross, nobody there. Closest man in the area was Alejandro Steinwasser. Ronaldo Lopez goes to his knees near the edge of the 18 and the end line. He knows he wanted to get a better cross. That didn't go over the end line, though. It went over the touch line, so we'll have a throw-in for the Lions. 38th minute. Geo's Lions with the advantage. Again, Torrent have had opportunities. The Lions have been pesky. Throw in for the Lions. Headed right back over the top. Trying to win the second ball. Lions able to possess for the moment, but the Torrent surround the Lions attacker and are able to get possession back. Vaughn has actually dropped back and is now playing a little bit more on the left wing. Kind of more of an attacking winger, if you will. We saw Vaughn playing more of a true 9 before where he was up top. We'll get a throw in here. Torrent trying some different things to see if they can open up this Lions defense. But again, on a night like this, where conditions are a little bit slippery, it's a matter of playing balls with control. Torrent have been just a step off on a number of occasions thus far. Agbuku gets it back to the near side. Dutra, he'll send it over to the far side. Bit too heavy of a touch for the Torrent. Lions able to regroup. Nice move by Tanaka. He'll take it with some room in front of him. Edge of the 18. Ball to the middle. Not the ball that Tanaka wanted to play. Torrent looking to counter. Ludwig, the substitute. Forward to Javier Steinwasser. Over to the near side. Vaughn. Little skip move. Tries to get past the defender. Ball will be sent out over the touchline. Lions wanted a foul for being taken down. Corey Beecher didn't see it. We didn't see it from our position as well. Throw in for the Torrent. Comes into Vaughn. Vaughn, side of the right foot. Javier Steinwasser, end line. Should be a corner kick for the Torrent, and it will be. Taylor Pill's the one who will come over and take from the near side. 40th minute of the match. Torrent looking for an equalizer. This should be an in-swinger for Pill. He'll take with the right foot. Line drive. Contact made by the Lions. Comes back to the Torrent. Ludwig from the back. Plays it over to the far side. Javier Steinwasser over the top. Headed off the post. No! Odagili came off his line. Another corner kick for the Torrent. It was Dylan Vaughn, who just didn't get it to rebound into Twine. Another opportunity here for the Torrent, though. That one's played too short. Torrent maintained possession, though. Near side, Ludwig. Pill beats one defender, sends it back to Ludwig. Ludwig fakes a man out. Looks for a cross, sends it in. Odagili will be there. Part of what makes the beautiful game is the skill that goes into crosses like that. Can't play it too far forward. Gives the keeper too easy of an opportunity to pick it off like we saw right there. Can't play it too far back. It's got to be a perfectly placed ball in a lot of those instances. It is not as easy as it looks. Good ball by Ludwig. Not one good enough, though. Nakayama, aggressive move. Takes possession. Tanaka, forward. Nakayama again. Skips over a Torrent defender. 1-2 ball. Agbuku goes over the top of his foot. Oh, and he puts his head in his hands. He knows if he could have stopped that ball, he had the opportunity to make a move and have a 1v1 shot against the keeper. Instead, Agbuku just let the ball go to Jacob Eifert. We'll have a throw in for the Torrent. 42nd minute. Throw in to come for Novo. Taken away by Javier Steinwasser. Room in front of Alejandro Steinwasser. But good recovery by the Lions. They take it back out of the back. They just send it into the attacking half and hope for the best. Torrent take possession for the moment, but then two Lions around the ball. They get possession right back. Nakayama. Agbuku sends his defender down, and this time Corey Beecher will say, nope, you took him down. Foul against the Lions. Torrent will try and work with this. Central defender, Lorenz Stickel. Constance, Germany. Made his way to America in Hastings College. He's the one who starts this attack for the Torrent. It continues with Ludwig on the near side, and then it's disrupted as Novo sends it back down the pitch. Outside the 18 momentarily is Eifert, but he lets the ball cross into the 18 before he picks it up, which is obviously a wise move given the rules of the sport. Don't want to put your hands on it when you're outside the 18, that's for sure. Near side, Ludwig. Approaching the 44th minute. No indication just yet as to how much stoppage time we will have in a half. Good ball forward. Vaughan trying to chase it down. But there quickly again is Fabricio Reis. Reis gets by one defender. Gives it up to Dutra, who scored the goal earlier. Dutra sends it through. Only blue shirts in the area. Stickel. He'll play a ball direct. Far side looking for Vaughan. Can't find him. Headed over the touch line and then sent into the stands. Look out if you're holding an umbrella right now. Torrent come back the other direction. Javier Steinwasser on the far side. Makes a strong move, then sends a short pass further over to that side. Cross, deflected, headed away. Another ball played through the middle. Doesn't get all the way through. Sent out over the touch line. 45th minute. Stoppage time approaching in the first half. Torrent would like nothing more than to get an equalizer before they can go into the locker room and dry off. Lions thought that Lecomte was offside. Far side linesman disagrees. Lecomte crosses towards the middle. One touch, two touch, three touches. Lions want a handball call. None there as well. Lions able to get possession, cleared away. Agbuku in the area for the Lions, but it is controlled by the Torrent. Stickel, ball forward. Can't find a friendly foot. Sent forward. Sliding tackle, and you can see the extra little bit of slide there for Novo. Torrent able to get possession, though, at the end line. Ronaldo Lopez. Contact with the defender. No call from Corey Beecher, our official. We are into first half stoppage time. Again, still haven't seen an indication just how much. Now it looks like the signal is 3 minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time, the number that is put up by Corey Beecher. Still time for the Torrent here as we are in the first minute of stoppage. Kaup with the throw in. As he heads 3 lanes onto the track, have to imagine that he might try and put some distance on this one. Try and create a virtual corner, as it were. Indeed he does. Sends it into the middle. Headed away by the Lions at first, then another touch. Kaup comes back on it. Ends up kicking the defender, Dutra. Dutra just clears it down the pitch. Well off his line is Eifert. He will play it back to his teammate, Lecomte. Lecomte will take it up the near side. Jamie Lecomte, out of New Zealand. Has attended UW Parkside. Near side, it's Ludwig. Tries to go to the far side. Can't find Javier Steinwasser. Out over the touchline, throw in for the Torrent. We are into the second minute of stoppage time, expecting 3. Ball slips off the top of the foot of Stickel as he tries to clear. Comes down momentarily to the Lions, but the Lions lose possession. Vaughan, near side, can't get around Novo, but it'll be a throw in for the Torrent. Novo trying to sell that he didn't touch the ball. Close enough to our broadcast position that we could clearly see that he did. Corey Beecher agrees with us. Ball played back by the Torrent. Kaup Haven't talked a lot about Brandon Kaup in this contest thus far. To the far side and Vaughn. Vaughn challenged. A lot of contact. Very physical play by Fabricio Rice. And they will call the foul against Vaughn. Fabricio Rice, the Brazilian. Physical play, intimidating Gabe Vaughn. And drawing the foul. With the 1-0 advantage, and as we wind our way through the third and presumably final minute of stoppage time, Geo's Lions take their time. They'll send the ball to the far side of the pitch. One touch for the Torrent, but it'll go straight to Leonardo Velasquez. Further over to the far side. Ball played through the middle, almost a handball for the Torrent. That looked like a handball for the Lions as it went off of Agbuku's arm. Ruled to be inadvertent. Ball played forward. Agbuku cannot find his teammate, and that will be the whistle to end this first half. But we said coming into this one that Geo's Lions would give the Torrent a contest. And indeed, they do have the lone goal of the match thus far. It came in the 25th minute as Leonardo Dutra was on the right place on a cross from Angel Mendez. And it's Dutra's goal that has the Lions up on FC Milwaukee Torrent at the half, 1-0. The Torrent have had to play from behind before here in 2025, and they will do so again in this contest. Still one half of soccer to play on this rainy night in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. The Torrent do find themselves down to Geo's Lions SC right now, 1-0. We'll come back with more after this. You're watching FC Milwaukee Torrent Soccer. Back with you from Hart Park, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, just west of Milwaukee, where tonight it's FC Milwaukee Torrent and Geo's Lions doing battle, but it is FC Milwaukee Torrent down to Geo's Lions right now. 1-0 is your score at halftime. In the 25th minute of the match, it was Leonardo Dutra who took across from Angel Mendez, far side to near side, to the south goal. And Dutra, right place, right time, was able to knock it past Jacob Eifert, and that is why Geo's Lions has this 1-0 advantage as we make our way to the second 45 minutes of the match on this rainy night here in Milwaukee. But again, not an unfamiliar position for FC Milwaukee Torrent. They have found themselves down as many as 2 goals, and they are still 6-0-0 on this 2025 NPSL Central States Conference season. So do not count the Torrent out of this one, despite the fact they have given up a tally. We knew Geo's Lions would come in and play the Torrent tough, though. This Lions team, again, 4-4-1 on the season coming into this one. Coming off of a victory against Wisconsin Conquerors. Really, when you look at the standings for the NPSL Central States Conference, yes, you have the Torrent and Michigan Rangers, who have the 6 victories, but you also had Geo's Lions, who, yes, had played 9 matches. This is the final match of their NPSL season, it is for the Lions, but with the 4 victories that they had, you had the 4 sides, really, beyond Wisconsin Conquerors, and that side, FC Pride as well, a quality side in this conference. And really, those 4 teams, they have played competitive matches every time they have gotten together. So, unsurprising that Geo's Lions has come out here tonight and has put the first score on the board. However, as we get things underway here in the second half, with the Torrent attacking from left to right or from north to south, and the Lions in the black kits now attacking to that north end on that left side of your screen. Torrent want to get at least an equalizer, if not a second goal, to be able to take 3 more points. That'll be played over the end line, not the ball that the Lions wanted right there off of the left foot of Angel Mendez, who did have the assist on the first goal. Torrent will restart things with Jacob Eifert. Other than the goal, Eifert not challenged a lot in the first half. Really, neither Odagiri or Eifert facing too many difficult positions where they've had to make athletic saves. Speaking of Odagiri, he chests that ball down. Challenged briefly and lightly by Alejandro Steinwasser, but then decides to pick it up. He will summon his teammates forward. Sends it away with a punt. Headed towards the touchline by Stickle. Central defensive back. Good ball to the near side. It is bobbled by Eifert. Fortunately, the Torrent are there, and Geo's did not send anyone further forward other than the one striker who was trying to make his way on the near side. Now the Torrent looking to counter on the far side. That's Vong. Gabe Vong gets by one defender, can't get by a second. Torrent able to recover. Brandon Kaup, far side. A lot of black shirts in the area. Coming up to try and challenge is Taylor Pill, but Pill can't keep it on. Goal kick for Geo's Lions. Geo's on the night. They have picked their spots well defensively. Really understanding the level of skill of the Torrent and being in the right place at the right time. It hasn't necessarily involved a lot of athletic movement as much as it has just good positioning and understanding how the Torrent want to attack. 2 teams that are very familiar with each other, especially after that first meeting that featured 7 goals. Ball played to the near side. Ronaldo Lopez. Good challenge. They'll say that it went off of Leonardo Velasquez. Throw in for the Torrent. It'll be Kaup to throw it in. Speaking of Brandon Kaup, got his brother Adam Kaup up here running the camera tonight. Shout out to him. Nice wide-angle view at the moment. I'm going to say that. We're going to get a little bit of zoom here. Look at this. That's well done. There you see that slick surface as falling down as Jamie Lecomte trying to just play the ball back. It'll go all the way back to Eifert. Eifert. He'll decide that the Torrent should attack from the left. Good ball all the way through to Alejandro Steinwasser. He'll take it to the edge of the 18 on the far side. 18 extended. Now comes back with it. Tackle from behind, and we will get the whistle and the foul. A little bit of disbelief from Geo's Lions, but there was certainly contact made from behind. If anything, it wasn't tremendously strong contact, but because it came from behind, slight risk of a booking there. We have not yet had one in this match. Not the most dangerous tackle from behind you'll ever see, but still one that did come from behind. Set piece opportunity for the Torrent here. Right foot, far side. Hit it over the end line. That should be a corner kick for the Torrent. It will be. With the corner coming from the near side, it'll be taken by Ronaldo Lopez. In-swinger from the near side corner. Won't be an in-swinger. It'll be a ball played direct. Javier Steinwasser now will get the cross. Two Lions in the area. It comes down to the Torrent, and Pill cleared off the line, or cleared away from outside the 6, we should say. Throw in for the Torrent now. Kaup. Again, 3 lanes deep. Oftentimes this means a long throw. Again, the line's just in the right place. Little half volley for the Torrent, but it comes into the hands of Odigili. Odigili tries to get Geos out quickly after the half volley taken by Dylan Vaughn. Vaughn has been sneaky dangerous tonight for the Torrent. Haven't talked about the Hartzell, Alabama product all that much, but when he has made his way into the play, it has usually been to take one touch and put it on frame. Once again there on the half volley. Did take the shot on goal. Odigili was in the right place. But a dangerous touch from Dylan Vaughn. 52nd minute of the match. Torrent still down 1-0 to Geo's Lions. Lions trying to finish the season with 3 more points. Torrent trying to remain perfect on the season. One of only 4 teams in the United States in the NPSL, in the many conferences, that has yet to suffer a defeat or a draw. My thanks to my producer, Kevin O'Connor, for dropping that knowledge on us. El Farolito, Hickory United, and Jersey AC. Hickory FC and New Jersey United. ACDC. For those about to rock, we salute you. Javier Steinwasser, once again, can't get the through ball. Stepping to the ball has been a strength for Geo's Lions. That time, though, not there. One touch, far side, played back to the middle, off the crossbar, no! Alejandro Steinwasser, the best look of the night for the Torrent, but he finds woodwork. It was right there for Alejandro Steinwasser. Looking for his 5th goal of the season. Second time tonight that FC Milwaukee Torrent has rattled one off the post. Earlier, it was the near post at the other end. This time, it's the crossbar. Torrent have knocked at the door a few times. We're going to have a free kick here for Geo's Lions SC. But so far, the fiberglass has been unkind to FC Milwaukee Torrent in this one. Ball over to the far side. Crossed into the middle. Not the best cross. Brandon Kaup able to recover. That'll be out off of the Torrent. Throw in for Geo's Lions SC. Now if you're FC Milwaukee Torrent, after being so close but not quite there, have to be careful not to get caught flat-footed here as Geo's Lions has an opportunity to maybe try and double their advantage. Ball goes out over the touchline. This will be a throw-in for Geo's Lions. Torrent tried to move quickly, but you can't throw the ball in when you don't have possession, according to our referee, Corey Beecher. Of note, rain's still coming down, but it has slowed to more of a drizzle than the steady rain that we had earlier. Also, no wind to speak of right now, so conditions, while not ideal, certainly not unbearable, as that's a ball played forward. Far side, Torrent trying to get players up. In the end, it's taken off of the foot of Javier Steinwasser. This has been the case for the Torrent tonight. It seems like whenever Geos can get a step, they can disrupt. Torrent just looking for one chance, though. That was Alejandro Steinwasser. Difficult to sometimes tell the Steinwasser brothers apart. Plenty of clean Steins, though, around the Milwaukee area. We will say that. Don't have to worry about having a dirty Stein to pour your beer into with all these Steinwassers that we have. Just trying to step on the ball for Geo's Lions, Leonardo Dutra. I get the sense from my producer's extended laugh that that was not a terribly good, humorous reference there. Yeah, no. Dad jokes are us here on the Torrent YouTube channel. Little shove from behind, and that will be a foul that will go against FC Milwaukee Torrent. Dylan Vaughn trying to plead his case there that wasn't much force, but good sell job by Geo's Lions SC. Now it's going to be a set piece for the Lions from a dangerous spot here. This will come from about 25 yards out. Kaito Nakayama. Originally from Futsu, Japan. Has played college soccer at Southern Oregon. Two-man wall for FC Milwaukee Torrent as Nakayama trying to look for a left-footed cross. Does send it into the middle. First two leapers can't get to the ball for the Lions. Cleared off a Torrent leg. Lions get possession on the far side. Novo. He'll play a ball directly forward. Dangerous kick by Agbuku, and Agbuku is going to be booked for attempting the bicycle kick with a defender right on top of him. You can execute that if there's no one around you, but if there is someone around you, that is going to be considered dangerous play, and you are going to get your name written in the book. And that will be the case for Agbuku here. You knew what Agbuku was trying to do. You saw it when he went up. But make that attempt when you've got a defender around you, and there is the big-time risk that that foot, instead of finding the ball, is going to end up in the defender's face, and that can be a dangerous situation. Agbuku gets booked. The booking comes in the 58th minute.
Coming up for the tour, number 6, Nathan Seeley.
Couple substitutions for FC Milwaukee Torrent. We see Nathan Seeley come on, as well as Zinedine Croton. Seeley, native of Barbados, has spent time at Salem University. Also, Croton, out of St. Louis Park, Minnesota. He has played at St. Cloud State. So some fresh legs for the Torrent as we near the 60-minute mark, 2/3 of our way through this match, and FC Milwaukee Torrent yet to get on the board. Push from behind, and that will result in a set piece for Geo's Lions. And once again, going down easy is Agbuku that time. Max Ludwig there saying, hey, I just put my hands on his back. Not my fault if he decides to fall down forward. Call it what you will. Good awareness, maybe good acting. Agbuku, seeing the position of Corey Beecher, our official, and knowing that he can maybe get away with going down and earning the set piece. And it is a set piece from a dangerous position for the Lions. No one there for the Lions, though, as that ball comes directly to Jacob Eifert. Torrent will now look to counter. Little move, contact made by Rice. Torrent will restart quickly. Over the top, offside. Substitution for Geo's Lions, their first of the match. It is Bukla Abdul Wahab who comes to the near side. Abdul Wahab, Nigerian native. He's played collegiate soccer at UIC. Beautiful pitch on campus in the middle of Chicago. Great view of the Chicago skyline from there. Very close to Curtis Granderson Field. Bukla Abdul Wahab comes on for the Lions. By the way, he replaces Agbuku up top for the Lions. As the Lions, by bringing Agbuku off, maybe go with a little bit more of a defensive look here coming forward. Far side, Angel Mendez. He's able to win a corner for the Lions. Abdul Wahab, couple high fives for his teammates. He will play a little bit further back for Geo's Lions. It is Ryosuke Tanaka on the far side who will take this corner for Geo's. In-swinger from the far side. Tanaka. Sends it with the left foot, curling towards the post, punched away by Eifert. Chased down by Croton. Not there for Steinwasser, controlled by the Lions and Rice. Over the ball, pushed off the ball, Pacheco. Possession regained by the Lions and Tanaka. Right there with Mendez. Lions will work possession on the near side. Ball played back. Rice to the far side. Gets it back, has to clear it with Alejandro Steinwasser coming up on him. 1 yard away from the 18-yard line, Jacob Eifert. Contact. No call. Both sides not tremendously happy. Ball played to the near side. Croton. Looking for a 1-2 ball. Sliding tackle by Tanaka. Seeley. New into the match just like Croton. He'll play it all the way back to Eifert. Lots of room for the Torrent here. Pick your poison in terms of where you want to attack. That ball comes down closest to Croton, but really not in the area of any Torrent friendly heads, controlled by the Lions. Lions will be content to play small here, although they'll play it all the way back. Sasaki crosses over to the far side. Can Novo chase it down? No, he cannot. The Tokyo native cannot find the Rio de Janeiro native. Throw in for the Torrent. Both the Steinwasser brothers on that side of the pitch. Aggressive ball sent into the fence across the track. Sent out by Leonardo Velasquez. Familiar with the south side of Chicago from his time at South Suburban College. Junior college in that neck of the woods. 65th minute of the match. Torrent still looking for an equalizer. Throw in deep in the attacking half. One touch for Ludwig. Ludwig takes it back. Lecomte. Ball had a little bit too much steam on it. Was looking for Dylan Vaughn. Didn't come down in front of him. Went over the top of him. Not angled towards the goal. Everyone just lets it go out over the end line. Lions will take their time. Torrent have had chances. Off the post in the first half. Off the crossbar in the second. But the 25th minute goal for Leonardo Duchla is still holding up in this contest as Lions maintain the 1-0 advantage. This has been the MO for much of the season for the Torrent, though, in tough matches. Going down is Lecomte. No call. Out. Throw in for the Torrent. Lecomte takes the throw. Kaup. Javier Steinwasser. Torrent like to do this. Like to see how things look from the back, find the right opportunity. Kind of a Jeff Pill trademark. Contact, foul called. Corey Beecher wants it restarted from a very particular spot. Let play go for a couple seconds, no advantage. Seeley. Kaup. Javier Steinwasser. Torrent content right now to try and maybe lull Lions a bit. Maintaining possession, looking for the right chance. Alejandro Steinwasser couldn't get it. Javier Steinwasser will be the one to take the clearance. Lecomte, sliding tackle attempt, not there. Seeley to the near side. Kaup. Back to Seeley. Torrent looking for the right angle. Looking for that one chance. Near side, Ludwig. Lecomte. Cross far side. Gets beyond Novo. Nice move, edge of the 18. Contact made. Leonardo Duchla, the goal scorer, also doing it on defense. Now an opportunity to counter for the Lions. Goes off the side of Tanaka's foot. Tanaka does a somersault after he sees the ball go over the touchline off of him. Ball played with a little bit too much pace for Tanaka to get on top of it. Torrent again will work through the back. Kaup to the near side. Seeley. 68th minute. Certainly not panic time for the Torrent yet by any stretch of the imagination. But having now spent this much time down in the match, they want to get some opportunities for sure. Can't let the Lions get too comfortable sitting back here. Throw in to come for the Torrent. It'll be Vowing on the far side. Have to look for some seams. Try and get some runs off the ball here if you're FC Milwaukee Torrent. Pass played a little bit too long. Now an opportunity for the Lions. Nakayama. He's got a runner. Mendez. Far side. Lets it go to the edge of the 18. Knocked down just outside the 18. He's going to roll around on the ground. Corey Beecher not going to go to his whistle. Torrent will look to counter. Ball played forward. Not a purposeful ball from Lecomte. Beecher does look back. Still on the ground. Now we'll get a whistle and a stoppage. Contact was made outside the box. No case for a PK, but just how much was there? Good question. Angel Mendez is the player that gets help to his feet. Mendez tried to sell it. Did not get the call. We'll restart things from this end. Odagiri. Drop ball situation. He is able to handle it. He'll send the rest of the Lions down the pitch. Geo's Lions, right now, absolutely have to be thinking that they might have a chance of stealing 3 points here in Milwaukee to conclude their NPSL season. This after the Lions came all the way back from down 3-0 in Chicago in May and were able to equalize that match at 3-3, then fell on a PK in the 90th minute. Ball over the touchline all the way into the far side stands here at Hart Park, Wauwatosa. Oftentimes used for the high school football games that are played here, and of course it's always a comment that is made, the many different markings on the pitch here. It is the yellow lines, of course, for soccer, not the red lines for women's lacrosse, or the blue lines for men's lacrosse, or the red lines for handball, or the white lines, obviously, for American gridiron football. It's a multi-purpose field here, and again, there's some construction going on here. They're making some improvements to the track, some of the concrete as well, so Hart Park will take on a little different look for the high school football season. A couple different teams play here. The Wauwatosa East Red Raiders, also the Marquette Hilltoppers, state football champions a couple years ago in Division I. Hart Park gets plenty of use year-round. In the realm of mid-size facilities here in Milwaukee, Hart Park, one of the better ones you'll find. Good seating on both sides of the pitch. Good sound system. Good options for food and beverage just down the street. A little bit of atmosphere with the train coming by every once in a while. Milwaukee Torrent have been very happy to call Hart Park home over much of the past decade. Occasionally playing some games up at Eline Soccer Park as well. 72nd minute, and as we are waxing poetic about the home pitch for FC Milwaukee Torrent, we get a whistle and a foul. That'll go against FC Milwaukee Torrent. Holding his ankle, Geo's Lions player. A little bit of a pause here and some concern about the clock on the part of Corey Beecher, but we can hear just about everything going on here in Hart Park tonight, and Corey making a point to say, yes, he will add the time, the downtime for the injured Geo's Lions player. Substitution for Geo's Lions, Ricardo Ferreira. He is out of Portugal. Has played some college soccer at Winthrop. He comes on and again goes to the back for Geo. Contact, Torrent get possession, played over to the near side. Some wide open spaces for Zinedine Kroten. Tries to play it back over to the other side, but it's controlled by the Lions. So often tonight, the Torrent have tried to connect those balls together, but the Lions have been there. This time, though, they might be able to get it. Vaughn, far side, plays across towards the middle, sent back towards the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Good run by the Torrent. Cutting across was Lecomte. Quick throw-in for the Torrent. Oftentimes, it's those backwards crosses. Very easy to confuse the keeper. Takedown on the far side. Set piece for FC Milwaukee Torrent. 74th minute. Torrent have found a way so often this year late in matches. Can they do it again? 10-yard indication from Beecher. Looking at Vaughn in the middle. Coming to the far side, no punch there, but also no contact. They'll say, though, that there was a Lions player that was able to get in contact with the ball. I didn't see it personally. Torrent will take the corner. Maybe Vaughn did get a little bit of a piece of it, or correction, Odegiri, the keeper. In swinger from the Torrent. Far side. Headed up in the air by the Lions. I'll go over the touchline. It'll be a deep throw-in for FC Milwaukee Torrent. I'll send it towards the back in Steinwasser. Javier Steinwasser. Torrent just trying to find an angle of attack that works for them. Oh, and you're going to see Zinedine Croton put his head up in disgust at the fact that he did not get a good first touch on that ball. Goes out, goal kick for the Lions. Torrent had something cooking on the attacking end. But the lack of a quality touch by Croton there results in the Lions being able to end that attacking opportunity for the Torrent. Sealy. Torrent will try and win the second ball. Don't have to worry about it as it goes off the head of Sasaki. Throw in for the Torrent. They take it quickly. Lecomte. Headed once, twice. Comes down. Vaughn trying to get around the defender. Tapped towards the end line by the defender, Rice. He's able to send it out over the touchline. Deep throw in for the Torrent. Throw-in will be taken by Brandon Kaup. Looks like he's going to try and send it towards the edge of the 6 at least. 76th minute. Does get it to the edge of the 6. Headed towards goal. Sent out over the end line. Corner kick FC Milwaukee Torrent. Torrent tried to get that sneaky header. Lions had 2 players in the area. Torrent still get the corner out of it. In swinger, headed away. One touch for the substitute Abdul Wahab. Torrent chase it down at midfield. Headed once. Turn. Controlled by the Torrent. Not a good first touch, though, off the left foot of Kaup. Puts it right into the defender. Lions momentarily able to clear. And now they'll get a throw in as well. Substitute to come on for FC Milwaukee Torrent. This will be Juan Lopez. He will replace Jamie Lecomte. The New Zealander will come off, replaced by the Argentinian Lopez.
Coming off the door, number 7, Juan Lopez.
Correction, Lopez, Colombian. Angelina Junior College. Speaking of substitutes, Bukala. Step over move. Ball played to the near side. Ferreira. Looking for Bukala again. Another step over move. A lot of contact. Down goes Duchla. He had the goal earlier for Gio's Lions. Ferreira. Excellent display of work over the ball by the Lions. The pass is not there. Alejandro Steinwasser sends it in the other direction for the Torrent. Javier Steinwasser. 78th minute. Move towards the middle. Croton. Can't keep possession. Coming off his line is Odekiri. Seems like every time the Torrent try and build something, Lions find a way to get in the way before they can even attempt to finish. Torrent are stringing together a few passes. Maintain plenty of possession. Possession been pretty even throughout this contest. The one goal, though, belongs to the Lions. Vaughn, edge of the 18, plays the ball out to the side. Little miscommunication between him and Alejandro Steinwasser. Lions are able to clear it over the touchline. It will be a throw-in for the Torrent, though. Pill. Play it back. Torrent will reset. Pill again. 1-2 ball back to Pill. Touches it out wide. Torrent just looking for that cross. Here comes a cross. Punched away by Odagili. Torrent chase it down on the near side. And once again, Croton. Touch with the right foot, but all he can do is send it over the touchline. That's a throw in for the Lions. Zinedine Croton, no other way to put it right now. Just having a rough go of things for FC Milwaukee Torrent at the moment. We'll try and work hard on defense, though. Bukla Abdul Wahab. Torrent able to get possession off the foot of Wahab. Goes right back to the lines, though, as Tanaka takes it away. Mendez to the far side. Some room for the Lions. Dutra comes forward. Flag goes up offside Geos. Time starting to become an enemy of the Torrent. Still plenty of time. We're in the 80th minute, but at some point you start worrying about just how many opportunities you're going to have left. Panic also starts to set in a little bit too, but again, we have seen the Torrent in this boat before. Ball sent over the touchline again. This time it's Brandon Cow. Torrent trying just a little too hard right now. The effort is there. Some of the first touches. Pukula to the middle. Challenge. A lot of grabbing going on. We're going to get a whistle, and going to his book is Corey Beecher. He's going to issue a booking. It looks like that one is going to go against Dutra, the goal scorer in this contest.
Yellow card Lions. Number 23, Leonardo Dutra. Yellow card, Dutra.
Dutra out of Chapeco, Brazil. Mentioned the Xavier, Louisiana connection. Fabricio Rice, who we've talked about quite a bit tonight, out of Seabra, Brazil, also attending Xavier, Louisiana. Also mentioned the Prairie State connection. Vinicius Novo, Prairie State. Diego Pacheco, out of Salvador, Brazil, Xavier, Louisiana. 82nd minute. Throw in for Geos Lions SC. Torrent need to win a second ball here. Two Lions in the area. Torrent are able to control. We'll get a whistle and a foul. Bit of a grab. Torrent will work from the free kick. Ball to the near side. Sealy. Played back. Brandon Kaup. To the far side. Dylan Vaughn. Right now playing a position more out of the back. Don't be surprised to see him come up on a run. Trying to get a side foot touch. Taylor Pill not there for him. Cleared into the air at first by Geos Lions. Now headed toward Tanaka. Tanaka content to just send it down the pitch. Torrent keep it on. Javier Steinwasser, little back heel. Eifert will come up. He'll play a simple square ball over to Brandon Kaup. Kaup will cross it back over to the far side. Alejandro Steinwasser makes a move, gets a defender on skates, now cuts back outside the 18. Good ball. Not there. Sliding tackle for Steinwasser. Goes out, but it's off FC Milwaukee Torrent. No foul. Steinwasser got the ball. A lot of conversation But it will just be a throw in for the Lions. Ball sent up into the air by the Lions. Who will take possession? Forward ball by Taylor Pill, then sent over the top by the Lions. Trying to chase it down is Abdul Wahab. Abdul Wahab is there. Bukala. Small touch from Jacob Eifert, but it is enough. Now the Torrent will look to counter. Sealy. Scrap, step over. Juan Lopez plays it back. Dangerous ball played back. And just letting it go is Kaup so that it can go all the way back to Eifert. Now going down to the ground is Mendez. He had the assist on the lone goal of the match. Mendez will stay on the ground for Geo's Lions. Small touch forward. Sliding ball that will go off of Taylor Pill and over the end line. Goal kick. And we'll have a substitution for Geo's Lions in the 85th minute. Mendez back on his feet. Back up to midfield. The substitute for Lions should be Jamar Stinchcombe. Mentioned Prairie State. He's got a history with them as well. He will replace Leonardo Dutra. The goal scorer for Geo's Lions comes off. As the Lions now perfectly content to just try and keep FC Milwaukee Torrent off the board in this contest. Throw in for the Lions. Torrent, their lowest goal output of the season thus far has been 2. Held to 2 by Michigan Rangers, who scored the first goal in that contest. Torrent scored 2 late to get that victory. Down goes Bukala. Sealy. Obviously, when you are an unbeaten team, you have not yet been shut out during the season. Torrent have always gotten at least 1. They've gotten 2 in every match they've played thus far. Right now, though, they'll be happy just to get 1. Need that equalizer. Strong challenge. Tanaka. He'll happily just send the ball forward. Eifert. Sealy to the near side and Kaup. Substitute at the table for Geo's Lions. It's Alexander Amaya out of El Salvador. Ball sent to the near side. Bukala. Of course, Geo's Lions here. Dangerous enough that if they can get a second, spinning move for Mendez, trying to add a goal to the assist that he had earlier. Didn't get much of a touch on it. Kind of a blind play on the ball. Eifert able to just watch it go by the far post. In theory, Amaya should come on. Not sure why the Torrent aren't restarting play here in the 87th minute. Yes, now we do see Alexander Amaya take to the pitch.
Coming up for the Lions, number 20, Alexander Amaya.
He replaces Mendez. Torrent need an answer. Running out of time. Juan Lopez. Contact, Croton, sent back, whistle, foul called. Torrent, quick restart. Touched up by Ludwig. Ludwig will take it on the far side. A little bit of a slip for one of the Steinwasser brothers. Torrent get it back, though. Ludwig again. Looking for a running Javier Steinwasser. Instead sends it over to the near side. Kaup inside the 18. Cross. Goes out over the end line, and they will say that it was off of Odagiri. Odagiri making the case that it went off the goal. Torrent will try and take this corner quickly. Clock ticks from the 88th to the 89th minute. Low ball. Touched by the Lions. Edge of the 18, another low cross. Javier Steinwasser goes right by Tanaka. Over the end line, last touch though by the Torrent. Starting to get to the point where we have to start thinking about an indication for stoppage time. If you're Michigan Rangers right now, you have all of your faith in Geo's Lions SC. Rangers with 6 victories on the season in 8 matches. Torrent have played 6 matches and won all 6. They're level with 18 points, although again, points per match certainly in favor of the Torrent. However, the Torrent at risk of suffering their first defeat of the 2025 NPSL campaign right now. Ron Bukala can't get his left foot on it. Puts his right hand up to say, "That's on me, boys." Torrent were the last ones to touch it. Throwing in the attacking half for Geo's Lions. We had 3 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. I have to imagine that we'll have around that much, maybe a little less, without a goal here in the second half. In the back, Rice. He has played an outstanding match. The whole back line for Geo's Lions deserves a lot of credit. Rice, Sasaki. Outstanding work for them this evening against this feisty Torrent attack. Nathan Seeley. Torrent just looking for any seam that they can find. One touch, tackle from behind. We'll get a whistle and a foul call. Set piece for the Torrent from a dangerous position as stoppage time gets underway. Can the Torrent get a late equalizer and salvage a point? Taylor Pill is there, as is Brendan Kaup. Discussions had. This will come from about 27 yards out. Corey Beecher wants to set the line right at the edge of the 18. We'll see a Geo's Lions player lie down. That is Tanaka. That will allow the wall to leap. And will keep the Torrent from trying to send it beneath the wall. Odagiri still barking instructions. Kaup is there. Kaup takes the deep breath. Doesn't mean Kaup's going to take it. Pill there as well. Pill approaches. Pill takes a shot. Ricochets off the wall. Towards the touchline. Cleared before it goes over the touchline. However, it goes out. We'll have a throw-in for the Torrent. Throw-in to be taken by Brendan Kaup. Time running down. Perhaps the last opportunity of the match for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Kaup with the throw. 3 Lions there. Headed at the 6. Sent away by Tanaka. Looking at Corey Beecher. All the way forward is Eifert. Pill. Couple touches on the far side. Alejandro Steinwasser sent away again. Javier Steinwasser to the near side. Kaup. Looking for Javier Steinwasser. He falls down. Controlled by Geo's Lions SC. They'll send it back toward midfield. Into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Pill forward. Headed back from the direction from whence it came. We'll get a whistle and a foul call against FC Milwaukee Torrent. Not an indication that the match is over, just a foul call. Into the 4th minute of stoppage time. Diego Pacheco taking his time, understandably. Pacheco sends it long. Headed by the Torrent. Need to win a second ball here. Cannot. Tanaka. Bukala. He'll come up on it. Edge of the 18. Bukala takes possession back. Played back. Ferreira. Tanaka. Torrent get possession back. Vaughn. Again, just not able to connect passes the way they want to, the Torrent. Tanaka. Far side. Torrent caught a little off guard. Shot. Collected by Eifert. He's got to work fast. Sends it to the far side. Torrent can't keep it on. Throw in to come for Geo's Lions. Geo's Lions trying to end their season with an exclamation mark victory. Taken away by the Torrent, but indication is a handball. Into the 5th minute of stoppage time. Did hear Corey Beecher say something about 5. Did not give us a visual indication of stoppage time. Reference stalling. Whatever it may be, Torrent are into desperation mode now. Bukala can't get a good first touch on it. Torrent work fast. Throw in for Sealy. Torrent need to get the ball down the pitch. Nearing the end of the 5th minute of stoppage time. Hesitant touch. 2 Lions come together. Lions take it away, and they'll take it towards the corner. Indeed, they will pause in the corner. Torrent get it away for the moment. Really have to wonder when that whistle's going to blow. Sent over the far side. Again taken away by the Lions. Pacheco. Pacheco will send it over to the near side, and Bukala, there is no one around him. Sealy recovers. Bukala sends it towards the end line, sends it over the end line. We're now into a 6th minute of stoppage time. But Corey Beecher puts the whistle up to his mouth and indicates we are done. The first loss of the season for FC Milwaukee Torrent comes to a 4-4-1 Geo's Lions SC side that is able to get a goal in the 25th minute. Leonardo Dutra is the one that scores it off an assist from Angel Mendez. And the undefeated perfect season for the Torrents now has a loss on the record. 6-1. The record for the Torrents, 6 wins, 1 losses after a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Geo's Lions here at Hart Park tonight. A Geo's Lions team that the Torrent went to Chicago and beat 4-3 on a PK in the 90th minute. But tonight, Geo's Lions, the better side, on a drizzly, rainy evening in Wauwatosa. And all credit to Geo's Lions, folks. Not very much to play for at the end of this season, but they get a signature victory to close out this NPSL campaign as they defeat Milwaukee Torrent on their home pitch by a final score of 1-0. Rough loss for the Torrent, but as was referenced earlier by my producer, Kevin O'Connor, you have a Torrent side that had a USASA match earlier this week. With the Torrent going up against, or we should say last week, going up against Flora FC, a match that ended with a 5-3 final, and then a very hard-fought 3-2 victory for the Torrent on Saturday night against FC Pride. Perhaps the leg's just not there for FC Milwaukee Torrent tonight, as Geo's Lions FC finds a way to come away with a victory here at Hart Park tonight. A 1-0 victory over FC Milwaukee Torrent. Anything can happen on any given night, folks. And tonight, it was Geo's Lions FC And again, all credit to their back line, too. And the likes of Fabricio Rice leading that group, Kosei Sasaki out of the back, doing what they needed to disrupt things for the Torrent. And the Torrent had a couple chances, put a couple balls off the post. But eventually, when you play with fire as the Torrent have, falling behind some sides as they have throughout this season, you may run into a night like this where you just don't get the finishes, and that was the case tonight for FC Milwaukee Torrent. Well, a tough loss for FC Milwaukee Torrent, and it does make things a little bit tighter in the NPSL Central States Conference. However, the Torrent will try and bounce back. Their next match will be against Southern Indiana Guardians FC. That will be in Indiana at Floyd Central High School Sports Complex. 6 p.m. Central Time start time for that one on Saturday night as the Torrent head down to take on Southern Indiana Guardians FC and try and get things back on the right track after falling to Geo's Lions SC 1-0 tonight here at Hart Park. Also, don't forget about the FC Milwaukee Torrent women's side. They will be taking on Chicago House AC on Saturday night. That'll be a 7 o'clock start time here at Hart Park. Hope to see you out here. Always a vibrant time this time of year out in Wauwatosa. Plenty of activity going on in the village. Always a good time to stop by Hart Park and also see some outstanding women's soccer action as well. But tonight, it's FC Milwaukee Torrent falling to Geo's Lions SC by the final score of 1-0. My thanks to our camera operator, Adam Kaup, and my producer, all-around good guy, Kevin O'Connor. My name is Dan Pfeiffer saying be a fan, thanks for watching, and do join us again on Saturday for the women. However, for the men tonight, their first defeat of the season, 1-0. They fall to Geo's Lions SC. Good night, everybody. This has been FC Milwaukee Torrent Soccer.